Hello everybody. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Today we are working on the 12 by 12 from week 14. So if you are new to the channel, we do some Project Life stuff over here. And we also do some planner stuff. So if you hopped on in the middle of planner season and you're seeing this, like, what in the world? That's what's going on. We kind of do a little bit of both over here. So that being said, we've got this lovely 12 by 12 spread, which lovely I use loosely because it was a pain in the butt. It really was a hodgepodge of a lot of different things. So the base page that I used was from Chamel's Never Grow Up collection, and it's actually the B side. So the A side looks more like a ledger style, and it was called, or is called, Enchanted Sky. And I bought it for the B-side. I really liked all the rainbows and the fun. I didn't know what I was going to use it for. And then when I had these awesome photos from a most beautiful golden hour, I knew that this was going to be it. I think I just really struggled because it is so bright and I've kind of been stuck in like a muted tones bubble with the last couple spreads because they were muted neutral tones. That's kind of more of my forte when it comes to the 12 by 12, but I knew I kind of needed to stretch a little bit because I wanted to work on some 12 by 12s from last year that were going to need some color and some creativity. So I hope that this would break me in. So the next page that you see me use is kind of like a pink zigzag print. It was from an open stock at Joann's. I know it's American Crafts, and it looks kind of like it might have been like an older Amy Tangerine type of thing. Can't be 100% sure with that one. And then I actually used a burlap textured page that I had from the New Day collection from Dear Lizzie. The yellow doily is just a yellow doily. This is some Heidi Shine. So if you are an Inky Quill fan, you can totally take a moment to do a Heidi Shine dance because they're few and far between now. That Heidi Shine is pretty much hard to find now. Like, it's really hard to find and get a hold of. And thankfully, my mother is a hoarder and I stole most, if not all of hers. I'm sure I'll be finding it for the next million years. But that kind of gets our base product underway. I love that I did that page early on, or did the splatters early on is what I meant to say. And I got to set it off to the side while I kind of worked on this cluster. And I feel like it kind of showcases how I work with a 12 by 12. Yes, the base page is very important to me, but almost the cluster that goes on top of it and the arrangement. I like arrangement. The arrangement that I make, and then the little pocket clusters that I make alongside of to like pull it all together. And this will kind of show that a little bit more. So I used one of my Citrus Twist stamp sets to do this little happy times word phrase. And then I used some stickers from the Maggie Holmes sticker book, the older one. And I got to use my roller stamp with the hearts, which is usually what it's set to at all times. It's just like my favorite of this particular roller stamp. It's the Carpe Diem one. I think it's meant, if memory serves, it's supposed to go with any of the Disney stuff from Snap. So it's a little bit of an older item. I'm not even sure if you could get it anymore. But if you are looking for some really cute Disney stuff, check out Simple Stories, which also produces Snap. So super cute collections. And they have like that classic Disney golden mustardy, like black, white, red kind of thing going on, which I always really love as well. But I just used it so I could stamp a whole bunch of hearts, and I fought with those hearts so much. You'll see in the very end kind of what I did, but what's funny is all the little things that happened, like even before that final slow pan over, I colored some in with pink and they looked okay, and then I colored some in with black and then it really looked bad, and so I just had to color them in black to make it look cohesive. Therefore proving that 9 times out of 10, anything can be covered up. It is rare that it cannot. It can usually always be saved. I'm not 1,000% happy with this spread, and I think that's because I didn't get to slap a staple on it. I know that sounds so weird, but that little tag cluster was too far in for me to staple. What I should have done is put the word phrase stickers down, stapled, and then adhered the whole thing. But hindsight is 2020, so we learn from every spread, and that's just the way it goes. I got the chance to use some of these puffy stars out of my stash from my Citrus Twist stuff. They're really, really great, but they're not always easy to use. And I'm kind of a hoarder with those as well because they're harder to get now. But I did enjoy getting to use some of the colors that are in this spread because, again, it is a brighter spread. That's not always my forte. So it was a really good opportunity to dive into the stash and get them out. I think I'm really trying to focus on that more, especially, that was me trying to use the stapler and failing miserably. But I am finding that I've been in a bit of a stash phase recently. I know we got to see that with the pocket page spreads as well, me pulling out those chipboard stickers. I do try really hard to pull out some of those items that have just hung around for a while, and that's kind of a grab 5 style. So if you haven't checked out Inky Quill and Adele Toomey, I know I've mentioned her several times in this video, and this is definitely something right up her alley. She would have done it so much more justice, put so many more amazing stickers on it, and really pushed the envelope. I do think that sometimes I struggle with that minimal, like that, what is it, a maximalist? I'm a minimal maximus. That's confusing. Basically, I do the most that I possibly can until I'm like, oh, yep, that's too far. That's too much. And that happened with the roller stamp incident. So, I mean, it happens to me every spread where I feel like I don't push it far enough. So if you've ever got that little doubt and little voice in your head, definitely know you're not alone because we all go through it as crafters. Just trying to figure out if we pushed it far enough, if the spread is good, is it really done? Is it done? But this one actually was a lot of fun. I did enjoy the splatters and I enjoyed using a lot of my blue glitter stars. I'm actually going to have to make that a project over the next little bit. Once I kind of get all the videos ready to go, I really need to sit down with some of my glitter paper and smash out some extra stars. I really wanted to make this little phrase cluster work, and it says solid gold. I did leave the baby behind because I actually have my girl in the same color, and I think I'm gonna save that maybe for a spread or a card for Binks to just say my baby girl, because I just didn't need that phrase. I did want to have a title, and this was really fun to do because typically my title would be a thicker sticker type of thing. These were actually transparent, as you can see, but they were from a older Amy Tangerine set, and it has like oh my goodness, it's got like 5 different colors, I think, if not more. It's got like 5 colors and whole alphabets to each color, but I really liked how it kind of melted into the page, and it helped pull in kind of that childlike element that I felt, all the rainbows and the suns, and I just felt like that was really kind of a Chamel style thing. I feel like Chamel and Amy Tan have that whole bright, colorful thing, and obviously these were taken during a golden hour, so it made sense. But I really do like how those letters turned out, even though on camera with that little bit of light hitting it, you can't really value how well it like melted into that page, but it really, really did. Then I kind of go all over the place with my pretty blue glitter stars that I just punch out from some blue glitter paper. I think this was from a paper pad I had with Jen Hadfield, maybe the happy birthday one that they did a while back ago. And that's usually where I get most of my glitter pages from, if I'm being honest. are just paper pads, like the project pads that you can get at Joann's. They're a really great way to get a hold of some glitter paper and start playing with it. That tag is from a Studio Calico monthly kit that is ages old, and I think that about covers the product side of it. Oh, the stamp, the peace sign. It was a stamp from the All Heart collection with crate paper. I just stamped it out and cut it out. Y'all know me, I love to make my own ephemera when I can. Now, as I'm running around doing my doodle stars, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I just want to thank you guys, as always, for all of the support and love that you give. I am looking forward to the plan with me on Sunday, so make sure you guys have your notifications turned on if you want to catch the plan with me. Thanks so much, everybody. Until next time, happy planning, happy crafting, and creating your wonderland.